Hi everyone, welcome to this video on number recognition using deep learning. As you saw in the beginning, what we did is we just made a classifier that will recognize numbers. So if I draw a number over here and I save it, it should be able to tell me what the number is as soon as it's saved. And yeah, to do that, what we used was a Pytorch. It's a simple feedforward, fully connected feedforward neural network. It's the simplest one for like image recognition. It's not the best one, but it's the simplest one, and it does the job pretty well. So 97% accuracy on the MNS dataset. So the numbers look like this. Right, you have the labels and you have the number that was written, and we feed that to the network. We train it with this, and afterward it can recognize them pretty accurately. So for example, if we try to do a 2 like this, even though it's not the same exact number, you can still recognize them pretty well. So let's do a 2 like that, and that's it, you can recognize it. It's not perfect though. If I try to do he's having trouble with 7 and 3 though. If I do this, okay, this one I got it. Good. So I thought this was a 4. This is a 4. Thought it was a 5. I don't know why. Oh, maybe like this. Maybe he thought this was a 5 in this direction. The image are rotated. The image are transformed during training, so you can recognize the pattern in any direction. But convolutional neural network are better for this job. So this is it. This is what I did. The code is available on the GitHub. Now I'm gonna go a bit more in depth on what the actual code. I just start the program. This is a bit of a user interface. You can either create a neural network by training it and stuff, or guess the number, and then he will read the current answer. He will try to guess the number every time, pause for a bit, guess again. If the number that he guessed is different from the other one, then he will say this is a new number. So if I do 2, if I try to make it guess 2 times, it won't work, but this is just for to make it look cute. So this is where it gets the number. So I exported the network here in a PT format. You read in binary, you create the network, and then you just use it like this. You evaluate, and you evaluate what this image is, and then it will give you the maximum likelihood, which neuron it will be 5 more, and you return that. So that's what guess number does. So if you're not familiar with neural network, it's just an architecture with input, output, and then you give the data, you do backpropagation, you fix the weight between each neuron, and then those weights are the things that are important. Those weights will represent the interaction between the neuron, like a normal brain in the visual system. Right, so you can have, for example, area, the retina, area V1, V2, V3, and blah blah until face recognition or stuff like that, or in this case, number recognition. So if we were to look at what each feature in each layer was looking like, you could see it's doing pattern recognition. So we don't have to expressively code those features. You will find it itself if you give it enough data. And this is the thing with this kind of classifiers, you need a lot of data. So it's a 28 by 28 if it's that big input. So yeah, you just give it that, and this in your input layer you have 784 neurons that will get an input from each pixel, and this is usually what you do for any type of network, as you want every pixel to be fed into the first input layer is like the retina, right? And it will activate one cone or one road depending on which ray of light hit it. And this is the same idea. It's how it will activate one neuron depending on what you see, the idea. Then you have hidden layers. So those hidden layers, this is why it's a deep neural network and just not just a neural network. Those layers will contain neurons, and those weight in the middle of them, the interaction, will make the behavior that we want. So here we have 200 neurons, 200 neurons. And the output layer, it's always the same. It's what are you classifying on? We're classifying on 10 different numbers: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So depending on which of those neurons will be activated, we'll say it's a 0, oh no, it's a 4. So if I do this, so if I do something like this, 0, it's the first neuron that gets the most activated. So this is what I get as an output. There's an output function to load the image, and if you see I'm using the Pytorch library, which I highly recommend. It's easy to use, and I do some transformation on it. I make it grayscale, I put into a tensor, normalize, stuff like that. So that's how the network is created, right? 28 by 28, so 784 neurons, and then A will have 200 output, and those 200 output will go into those 200 neurons. Then you have 200 output, which will go on those 200 neurons, and finally then those 10 outputs. It's a ReLU for the two hidden layer, and the output is just a normal output, and you return the softmax, logs of maximum for the output. So that's a pretty straightforward setup, and it's fully connected. I'm actually not gonna go through the whole thing because it's fairly simple with Pytorch. I just load the training set over here and a test set, and then here I'm creating my network, just instantiate it, and then here I make what type of optimization I will do. So stochastic gradient descent. In this case, this is my learning rate, and this is my loss function, the negative log likelihood loss function, and this is where I started training, and this is where I train. It's a fairly simple program, and every time I just check a bunch of stuff. Yeah, and this is where I test my stuff. So if you want to learn more about it, I highly recommend looking at this link. I will post it into the description, just to get you started with Pytorch. It was really a good tutorial. If you have comment, request, or question, just post them in the comment down below, and see you in the next video.